Okay, in this video we're going to be looking at how to do short division. So short division is like a shortcut version of long division. In long division, it's long because you kind of have to write it out the long way, and sometimes it stretches down the page, and sometimes kids get stuck with lining things up properly, or they forget to bring something down, or there's lots of different issues that can happen with long division. Short division is possible if you can do two of the steps in your head. Now remember, the steps are divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, and you keep doing that until you get nothing left to bring down, then you've got a remainder. In short division, the steps of multiply and subtract have to be done mentally, and then you don't bring anything down. The remainder gets written in front of the next digit. So if I had a remainder of 6, for instance, instead of bringing down the next digit in front of the 6, let's say it was a 7 that had to be brought down to make 67, I would write the 6 in front of the 7 to make 67 in the original question. So that may not make any sense. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. So again, 3 into 9 goes 3 times with nothing left over. 3 into 7 goes 2 times. Now in my head I'm thinking 3 times 2 is 6. I've got 7, so I've got 1 left over. So that 1 goes in front of the next number. So whatever the remainder is goes in front of the next number. So I had 6 there, and now I've put a 1 in front of it, so it's become 16. Right? So again, I did 3 into 9 goes 3 times with nothing left over, so there's no remainder on that because it goes in equally. So I jump over to this one. 3 into 7 goes 2 times because 2 times 3 is 6, right? And I've got 7. So what's left over? 1. That 1 gets written here in front of your next number, turning it from a 6 into a 16. So 3 now into 16 goes, 5 times, right? So the 5 gets written up here, because 5 times 3 is 15. So what's left over? Again, it's a 1. Nothing to put it in front of, so that's the remainder. And there's your answer. So it's a lot faster. You don't have to bring anything down. Now, if I did long division on this, this is what it would look like. I'll do it in a different color. 3 into 9 goes 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. Subtract and I get a 0. Bring down the 7. 3 into 7 goes 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. Subtract and I get a 1. And then I would be bringing down the 6 to make my 16 down here. But instead of that, I've made my 16 up here. I'm getting the same answer because 3 goes into 16 5 times. And then if I did my subtraction down here, I'd be left with the 1 that will become the remainder, right? So it's going across instead of going down. But again, it needs to be done. You need to be able to do it in your head, and it requires you to know your multiplication facts and to be able to know your subtraction facts, basically. So let's take a look at something that's a bit longer. Now, if I did this one with long division, I'd be all the way down the page, right? Because of all the things I'd have to bring down. But it's so much faster and so much easier with short division. So 5 into 2 doesn't go, because 5 is bigger than 2. Remember, 5 into 27 now goes 5 times, because 5 times 5 is 25. So that's 2 left over. 5 into 21 goes 4 times, because 4 times 5 is 20, with 1 left over. That 1 gets written in front of the next number, making it 11. 5 into 11 goes 2 times, because 2 times 5 is 10. Again, 1 left over. And 5 into 12 goes 2 times, because 2 times 5 is 10, which has 2 left over. Nothing to write it in front of, so it's the remainder. Okay, so I'll do one more. I wasn't planning on doing another one, but we'll do one more just to make sure we've got it. Let's do some 8s. 8 into 37,118. How about that, eh? Okay, 8 into 3 doesn't go. 8 into 37 goes 4 times, because 4 times 8 is 32. Well, then I'm thinking 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. That's 5, right? 5 left over. That gets written in front of this number to make it 51 now. 8 into 51, well, 8 times 7 is 56, so it's not that. Maybe it's 8 times 6. Yeah, 48, that's close. So 8 times 6, 48. That leaves me with 49, 50, 51, 3. Leaves me with 3. That gets put in front of the 1, right? So make 31. 8 times 4 was 32, so that's too much. It's got to be 8 times 3, which is 24. And what do I have left over? I have 7 left over to make that now into a 78. 8 into 78 goes, well, 10 times 8 is 80. That's too much. 9 times 8 is 72. So it goes in 9 times 72. The difference between 72 and 78 is 6. So it has a remainder of 6. There's nothing left to put it in front of. So that's short division. If that's useful, use it. If you need to use long division, then stick with long division. It's fine. You'll get the same answer in the end. Short division is just faster. And there's if you know your multiplication facts and you can do math mentally, there's less chance of going wrong with this than there is with long division.